Come on, Lake Show, get that energy up. What's up? How we doing? How we doing? Is everybody having a great week? We having a good time? Oh yeah. It's Friday. We made it. Yeah. Let's get bombed. I'm having a great week because my best friend came in town. I haven't seen him in like 2 years, right? Stayed with me for 2 weeks, and then he left. Is that not the best? You know? Like somebody you love stays in your house for 2 weeks and then just gets the fuck out. Ah, it was great though, it was great. It was a good time. I haven't seen my buddy in like 2 years, right? It's been my best friend my whole life. Moved to Seattle, you know? We both grew our hair out, you know? He's looking like Jared Leto right now. I grew my hair out. I look like somebody's aunt that's transitioning. Not enough leave-in conditioner in the world to fix what I have going on. Fuck. It was cool, man. We did a lot of Seattle shit. He lives in Seattle. So I just drank IPAs all day, smoked weed all day. Hell yeah, I got to the point where I looked down and I'm like, when did I buy Birkenstocks? Have a happy sack, just pull out of my pocket. Look at my email, be like, huh, when did I buy Dave Matthews tickets? Fuck that band. Yeah, he's one of these crystal people. Does anybody know crystal people? There's a lot of whites here, okay? He's one of these crystal people. And he when he left, he slid me one. He was like, hey man, this is for wealth and prosperity. And I had to say, you live in a camper. And just stayed in my condo and slid me that so confidently, like, here you go, you poor piece of shit. We did have a good time. The best, we did have a nightmare scenario though. One of my like top 3 biggest fears happened. Yeah, he stayed with me a lot, so he drove my car a lot, right? And so one day he left, and it was like noon, it was a day off. I was like, oh, nobody's coming around? Let's just see what page 48 of Pornhub looks like, you know? Seems like a great time for that. And as I'm sitting there, the video was pausing. It's not having any sound. Some of you can figure this out, right? It's gonna go fun. And it's just sitting there, and I'm struggling for like 25 minutes to masturbate. And I had to Google, does Spectrum have an outage right now? No, but my erection does. Like, this sucks. And come to find out while all that was happening is because the car never left the driveway. And my phone was connected to Bluetooth. My phone also, or my car also has a nice little screen inside that'll also tell him what I'm watching at the same time. It's a great way to tell your best friend of your whole life, midget porn, coming in hot. I've held that one tight to the vest for a long time. All of a sudden you just hear my door open and you just scream, stop jerking off! She's 3'11". She's thick, son. It's a good time. I'm having a good week too because I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Fuck yeah! Hell yeah. I do construction, which means I am a felon. I'm almost 40. You don't do that shit. They should have a drug test for my job, and if you pass, you don't get the job. Right? Seems like you got your life together. Don't do this. I did get a new job recently. It is pretty terrible, right? Don't do that shit. I got a new job selling and installing artificial turf and grass, which makes me feel like the biggest lesbian on a job site. Every day I show up. I also just happen to look like the biggest lesbian on a job site. Every day I show up. I don't know if you guys know construction. That's a pretty toxic male environment, right? If you hear some of the shit comes out of these guys' mouth, it's hilarious. Like one day these guys show up, they're plumbers. And I'm like, wonder what these are here to do. And the guy right out of the meter, I'm a plumber! I'm fucking laying pipe! You're like, that guy ran out of Tinder swipes at 9 a.m. That's not laying shit, pal. Good for you. The best is they get to stare at me like, what are you here to do? And I just gotta be like, scissor some grass. I fucking love that joke because it's like the circle of life for me. Because now I get paid to sell fake grass when I went to jail for selling real grass. Retired drug dealer, hey, what's up? Just kidding, guys, I'll never retire. I'm like fucking Tom Brady. Maybe when my family leaves, I'll give it up, you know? Words are fun. Oh, man. Yep. Be selling a lot of weed after the show, just saying. Fuck, guys. We'll get this back on track. I am a heavily tattooed guy, right? I've been tattooed a long time. I've been tattooed over 20 years, which is pretty wild. And like back in the day when I started getting tattooed, it was looked at very differently, right? People would look at me, they were like, man, that guy's a badass. Like, that guy's in a biker gang. And now everybody looks at me and they're like, that guy is a barista. Oh, damn it. I wanted to look like this my whole life. Now I just can't put my hair in a man bun because people just start ordering. If I go to Target with my girlfriend, you just see an apron hit me in the side of the head. Clock in, dickhead. Oh man, tattooed people, we do get really fun like stories all the time. People talk to us, say the dumbest shit. It's like my favorite thing. They're like, did it hurt when you got tattooed? You're like, yeah, obviously, I'm broken. I look like I manage a Hot Topic in my 40s. Like, they were like, do your tattoos mean anything? And I'm like, yeah, I got bitches be trippin' tattooed on my arm in Italian. Means when I was 19, I Googled bitches be trippin' in Italian. To be young again, you know? I think my favorite one though is like, do you regret any of the tattoos that you have on your body? And I have a giant pink cupcake tattooed on my ass that says, Sweet Cheeks. Somebody have slept with here. And the best part about that the best part about that tattoo is then I went to jail. I was popular. Just holding pockets, skipping around every day. Just saying, I had a cigarette every day I was in there. If it was an Airbnb, 5 stars. Like, can I go again? Oh, man. I did something fun in pandemic. I got a girl roommate. Has any guy ever done that? I live with a lady that I don't have sex with. And none of my friends can get that. And they're like, why? You just want to have sex with her? I'm like, no, it's like having a girlfriend you live with that you don't have sex with. It's exactly like having a girlfriend that you live with. But I'm telling you, when you ever want to turn your place from a crack house to a crack home, live with a lady. Oh, you guys are exceptional. I'm finally listening to you instead of just trying to have sex with you all the time. And I'm telling you, I am learning so much. I'm exfoliating. What fucking guy here does that? Besides your balls, sir, you know? Oh man, I went to my first spa. What? Got a facial. Not from a guy named Terry, you know? My money was on Terry. Because guys were tough. That's a tough thing to do, right? Go to a spa, sit there, relax, unwind. And it was the best fucking time I've ever had. I was so in the pocket. I like Sade is on, that shit slaps. I got like 2 rocks over my eyes. And then I'm just contemplating like my whole day. I'm like, TJ Maxx. Home Goods. Target. I'm gonna buy one of those big welcome signs for no fucking reason, just to put it right in front of my house. All right, I'm working on that joke, but... Guys ready? We having a good time so far? We got a special guest on this one. I love her to death. I think you will too. Give it up for Shannon Perez, everybody.